We have here my little traveling bag, okay? And whenever I start out on a journey, I got to make sure that I have all the stuff that's important. You know, you don't want to miss anything. So let's take a look. Make sure I got all this stuff here, this important stuff. Well, of course, what have I got? Well, bathing suit, that's important. You always got to have your bathing suit. Towel, yeah, that'll be good. All this stuff's very good, you know. And of course, we got to have sunblock, right? Got to have sunblock now. So that's very important whenever we go. Well, then, don't want to get dehydrated, you know? So you got to take a good supply of water. Oh, now, get my water jug out. I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay, you laugh. All right. You know, maybe you're right. I don't think I'm going to need this much water. I'm only going over to Burnett Park to take a swim. Well, so much for being prepared, huh? Well, in our gospel today, Jesus is setting out on a journey, okay? And he isn't going to let anything stop him from that journey. The gospel tells us he resolutely determined to journey to Jerusalem. And going to Jerusalem was not going to be a day at the park. Jesus knew that in Jerusalem he would suffer and be put to death. But he didn't let anything stop him from that. So he starts out, and Jesus and the disciples come to a village. And hoping there they can get some food and maybe a little rest. Okay? Break from the journey. But the people in that village wouldn't welcome them. They wouldn't serve them. Because they were a different background, different people. And they were definitely opposed to worshiping God in Jerusalem. Well, the disciples, they were anxious for revenge. They were mad, and they just couldn't wait to get those people. And Jesus said, no, let it go. He wouldn't let anything, violence or anything else, distract him from that journey. Had to keep going. Then man comes up to Jesus and said, I want to be your follower. And Jesus said to him, well, the animals, the fox, they have a den. The birds of the air, they have nests. But the Son of Man doesn't have a place to lay his head. If you're going to be my follower, it's filled with uncertainty. You won't know where you're going to stay or how you will eat. Following me is filled with uncertainty. Well, continuing on, Jesus asked a man, hey, why don't you follow me? You can be one of my followers. The man says, yes. But first, I have to take care of my business at home. I have to take care of all the arrangements with my family and make sure that's all set. And then after a while, I'll follow you. And Jesus quite simply says, the kingdom of God is now.
The kingdom of God is now. The people need that good news about the mercy and the forgiveness and love of God. They need it now. Waiting around for another time when it's more convenient and everything is just right and we're all set. You know what? That's really saying, I'm not going to follow Jesus, at least right now. The kingdom of God is now. And now we have to take a look at our choice to follow Jesus. You see, following Jesus and answering that call, that's not only coming to church and what we believe, right? It's really a call to action. We're supposed to be doing something. We have to get out of it's a call to perhaps get out of our comfort zone. And it may possibly be being with people, anytime with people who are different from ourselves. The way they think, particularly the way they act, may mean that. Or it may mean just whatever happens to be ready for it. Be ready to follow Christ. It might mean rejection. People don't want our kindness and whatever it is we're offering. Remember Jesus at the village there. When the people didn't welcome him, moved along. He didn't stop him, though. Didn't discourage him. He had a journey. Maybe an example will help. Sandy doesn't have the use of her arms or legs. She can't eat the food that's right there in front of her. She can't close a car door. She is the first to offer to pray with you. Well, Sandy has a little garden near her apartment. And when some friends said they'd come over and help her with get that garden started and clear stuff out of there, they came to do it. And Sandy says, I can help too. I can do something. I can do something now. Here, take some of that wood, that lumber, whatever it is, put it on my wheelchair, and I'll move it to where it's supposed to go. And that day, she moved all the debris and lumber and whatever all it was to where it was supposed to go. Didn't let anything stop her. Now we have to ask ourselves, same question Sandy, remember Sandy's question, remember her question. What can I do now? What can I do now? And that's a question each of us has to ask ourselves every day, every moment. Because every moment, every day, is a chance to answer the call of Christ. Every day offers us that opportunity. And it might be just very, very ordinary things. Ordinary things like going out of our way to say thank you to somebody. A smile. Asking how somebody is. How you doing? Very ordinary things. But all of us can do something at every moment. So as we go on now today and prepare to share in the body and the blood of Christ, let's ask God's help. Let's ask God's help so that every day we can ask ourselves, what can I do now? What can I do now?